we had to move the time slot because things are getting dark, which he's happy about. A little yarn thing is clapping.
Let's get the darkness.
You know, I'm not even sure what the yarn person is. Like, I can't tell if it's supposed to be a girl or if it's a guy. I don't know. All I know is this is a bad memory that the little yarn person wants to forget. Something happened.
Stop. And then it has a bunch of stuff in not English.
Yeah, that's unless it's Mirror like Dream World or something like that. That's definitely not the US. Or that person would need to be fired who wrote the sign.
A raven.
Raven crossed our path. That's never good.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna finish this level because, yeah. Tragedy
People
awaits.
are looking for...
Yep, that actually reminds me of a raven that kind of crossed our path recently. Freaky.
But it was not the same thing. It didn't, like, sit and wait for us. It, like, touched down on the road for, like, a second.
I thought I said it sitting there, but I don't know. Maybe it didn't.
No. I almost hit a couple birds the other day.
Yeah, actually,
One
no,
of
there
them-
were a couple. There were a couple birds that flew across.
It's
the
a
path.
singular bird that you have to worry about.
But of course, superstitious stuff isn't always true. Isn't
This plant has seen
superstitious.
better days. So I guess this level's supposed to like represent the emotional turmoil of loss or something like that. Like the uncertainty of not knowing or something deep like that.
Man, you were getting so deep with me, Kwing. I don't know which.
Ah!
What does that symbolize?
Failure. Oh boy. Ah, it burns.
I think this.
Does yarn feel pain?
I think this symbolizes high school.
The most painful time in any person's life, yes.
This symbolizes having life throw bricks at your face.
Whoa! Okay, so... Whoa! That was
When life
close.
burns you with acid, become an awesome supervillain named Two-Face and take life down.
Well, there were a lot of reasons why Two-Face became the way he was. Both psychological and acid.
Just gonna.
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Why does it hurt so much?
I'm just gonna say right now that if I got burnt with acid burning half of my face off, I'm gonna say that it would be really hard to be myself again. Like it would be hard to go outside. Everywhere you would go in the grocery store, people would look at you and be like, "What is that thing?" And it would just be hard to live your life again. I mean, people think like, "Oh, it doesn't really matter what you look like." Well, that's because you look normal with a nose and eyes and a face. But if half your face was burnt off, it would be much harder.
All right, this is getting too dark now.
Just think it would be hard to be too.
It's okay to talk about certain characters, but you get too graphic. It's like you're like, okay, we're gonna. This is what he would look like, and this is what he would sound like.
I described it too much.
Yeah.
What I meant to say was.
Amber was an A+ student,
You
so that
gotta-
also means she gets to gross you out.
Yeah, apparently I just go into it. Yeah.
I'm very subtle in how I describe
I'm
horrific
sorry.
things. Amber paints you a whole canvas and adds a little.
I'm just trying to give you an idea of what it would really be
I don't
like.
want to see that in my mind's eye.
Are you seeing it right now?
I did. That's why
I'm sorry.
That's why I had to pineapple you
I'm
before.
just saying that it might have just been the acid. It might have turned him into a supervillain. It might have just
You don't
been
get to
that.
continue your thought.
Okay.
Moving on. This is not how you plug in electricity.
Oh, whoa.
Actually, it's not how you plug in electricity.
Maybe we should start over. I feel bad.
No, that's fine.
Oh, I apologize too. Well, hopefully this is.
Wait, is that man made out of roaches, or are there just roaches everywhere?
There are roaches everywhere.
Is that memory like filled with roaches? Look at that dude over there.
Ew.
He's like a roach ghost.
Yeah, it feels like he's from the Mummy.
Oh, they're trying to shred documents. Oh.
What?
I said this game was gonna get more profound.
Maybe there was some kind of accident at the plant, and then they acted like it didn't happen, and then maybe somebody got hurt.
So then definitely the old lady's children are not around anymore. That's kind of sad.
Or maybe it was her husband that something happened to.
Her husband was the one. They just showed a guy shredding the documents. You think it was her husband who did it?
I'm guessing that maybe he worked for the plant. Like, maybe he was just a worker that just got hurt. Like, when plants explode or when things happen, there are lots of workers that get hurt and injured that have nothing to do with the problem. They don't control the safety measures. They're not running the place.
But that definitely looked like somebody was involved with it, though.
Yeah,
because he was shredding crucial evidence.
I have no idea.
The Arkham guy in me is kind of like, this is fishy. You know, like all the Batman games that you're gonna love the Telltale Batman game that comes out in the summer. Because it's gonna make us think.
Another Raven.
That's the same guy.
I know.
I'm not afraid of him. Okay, that
twice.
I might be kind of afraid of.
It's like 2 signs and.
Ah! Sorry.
Was that graphic enough for you?
Yeah, it actually.
Should I describe what it did to the yarn person?
No, I think we're current enough with the events that transpired. Oh my gosh.
I think maybe you have to jump. I don't know.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
You're welcome.
Run, run, run. Wait, no, I waited too long. Maximum zappage!
You know when you're supposed to jump.
I don't know, but wouldn't the electricity travel up out of the wire and come after you? Like, you couldn't really jump away from it. Oh, never mind.
Okay. Whoa.
I don't think it's gonna do it again. Oh, yes it will. Bouncy, why?
Wouldn't that start the guy on? Never mind.
But the yarn guy on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could
I was gonna say that, but you said it was too graphic.
No, that's fine. You didn't talk about, like...
Oh, it's okay if it's a yarn person, I see.
No, but you don't understand that when you talk about something, it's not that you just talk about it, you describe it in detail, like what happens when someone gets charred or whatever, you know? It's because you're a very intelligent woman and you like to give people a mental picture so that they lose their lunch.
I'm just trying to explain it my way.
Yes, your way terrifies me sometimes. Your way of explaining is like that of a dictator. Oh, why? So what is the point of going over there? Oh, that's why. So we have like a little, what do you call it, checkpoint?
Some dictators are good rulers.
Julius Caesar was? Oh, come on!
He was, but the people who came after him were bad. That's why they had to take him down, but it was too late by that time. Rome was already tainted.
Ah!
That's what I think, anyway.
Okay. Almost there. Yes! Alright, I think the worst of it is behind us. Would that plant still be there after that, though? Like, if there was really, like, some type of explosion, wouldn't the buildings be gone, too? Or is it just, like, leak stuff?
Yeah.
Why was he all sad?
The only problem, though, is dictators usually have to become dictators by, you know, wars and stuff, which is...
Wars and stuff, never good.
Not always the nicest thing.
Whoa!
Ah!
That could have been bad.
Plus, Tink is a dictator, and she's nice.
Well, she has her moments.
She rules this house with an iron fist.
Oh!
With an iron claw. What's going on?
Looks like we're going into a furnace? Sorry. I got scared. I want the happiness and the music to come back. This is getting kind of depressing. What about the happy? Look, it's sad. It's so sad.
I don't think we want to do this. I don't think we should remember these memories.
Now we don't have to worry about it. That was a quick fix.
I think we should delete these memories from our memory log.
That's what I would do. I wish there was a way to get rid of, like, you know. I'm surprised there isn't technology to do that yet.
If you don't want to really memory, I have known that some people can force themselves not to remember things. And your brain does a thing on its own where it gets rid of traumatic memories.
Your brain is kind of like a computer.
Your brain kind of sorts. All computers are based off of the human brain. The human brain is like millions of times more advanced than a computer.
I don't understand what I was supposed to do, but I did something
More like
very wrong
computers are kind of like your brain.
You know how you were saying in previous episodes that I was really good at not failing?
Yeah. Well, we're getting.
I'm getting
more
my
into the story.
comeuppance.
Plus, this
up
is a
and
sad
down.
memory thing. I don't like it. It's not as... I don't know, the happy music always makes me want to play better, and then when it's sad, I don't really... It kind of throws me off.
Well, that's because we're very, like, music, just like I used to say in my reviews, music sets the tone, and it's kind of the soul of the game. If it's decent, or if it's traumatic, or whatever.
You and I always notice music for movies and stuff, and we can tell, like, okay, this movie would be much better with different music, or at this time, or that place right there, or that show would have been better if you had different music there. It would have made it completely different. It would have made something that was hard to watch or annoying to watch actually fun to watch, depending on the music.
Yeah, the composer's thoughts for this scene is he's supposed to be describing, it's almost like the music is telling the story. A lot of modern movies today do not reflect the storyline. They just kind of like fluff it a little bit. There was a time where compositions could actually build up the emotional tension like more than the actual scene could. It would complement it. You know?
Like, I feel like Danny Elfman's music for the Batman and for the Keaton Batman films almost told the story better than the actors on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could tell what Batman was thinking and feeling just by listening to the music. It was awesome.
It's very cool.
But yeah, I feel that. I don't like the tense music. It's like,
I'm sure the rest of the game's not going to be like this. Because I remember seeing things in the trailer. We didn't go to a snow world yet. Supposed to be a snow level. We've been to a lot of the sea-based levels and things like that, but
oh, ow!
That was painful. that was. I mostly got this game because I saw the trailer and I saw like this beautiful snow-covered like mountain thing, and you know how much I love snow and stuff like that, and it looked really
know.
cool.
You love snow.
The cool.
Pretty cool.
Love puns. More paper shredding. So yeah, somebody here is guilty of doing something.
Yep. That's why I say everyone who buys a paper shredder is a criminal.
There's a fight.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
There's a fight.
Yeah, there was a fight.
I just saw a fight. Corporate espionage.
Whoa, dun dun dun, this is getting intense.
Minus the James Bond stuff.
You will never get our secret recipe for ramen. Never! I will shred all the recipes! Give it to me or else.
No, those memories are gone. Also, how did this person get all these memories? Is this like the memories of a family that's all ghost now? Or is it the memory of one person? Like, how did the grandmother get in this room? Like, this is what I don't understand. Like,
I guess we'll find out.
I hope
you want to know now.
I want a clear conclusion.
You like to know, but you just have to wait. That's the part of it. You're supposed to wonder and wait.
I'm never patient.
Yeah, that's why you can read movies all the time. You always like know what the ending is before the end gets there.
That's why it's always kind of depressing for me watching movies, because I always figure them out.
I never do. Never.
That's why, I mean, okay. There are some...
I'm always like, oh, wow.
Sometimes when I do movie reviews and stuff like that, I don't necessarily watch the movie all the way through, and I can still call the plot. That's how freaky good I am. Saves time, too. So
you're movie psychic.
I guess. I don't know. Ah! I was eating my cockroaches.
Ew.
Oh.
Okay, so ravens, cockroaches, there's a
creepy
fight.
Organs.
Ew.
I love the organ music, though. I mean, that's just the Castlevania aspect in me, but I just... Organ music can do no wrong. It's both like, creepy, it's, mysterious.
Yeah.
And it's a spider. Spider equals bad memories. Understood. Shut down.
Yeah, a lot of my bad memories involve spiders.
Okay. All right.
Don't let the spider jump out and get you.
So it's almost like you're carrying a torch for like a memory or something. Also notice the symbolicness of the flowers are all wilting. Everything is changing just because of that. E.T.,
the saviors turned out to be pillagers. Their promises were hollow and the process was toxic. Now the young move south and the old are left behind. Groovin's somebody is doing something and making a press release about something, and the plants got all boarded up and stuff.
People got hurt.
And now they're covering it up with stuff, maybe. I have no idea.
Maybe this is the Ukraine.
I have no idea.
Ugh.
And the fish are dead.
Would not want to swim in that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be my first choice.
So yeah, it's like memories coming back and things like that. Also, the picture, look at that. It's a picture of a family.
Man, you were getting so into this, Kwing. That's awesome.
I like storylines that challenge and kind of,
It's
change.
challenging not only our gaming skills, but our minds as well, and our feelings.
No, it's a puzzle game. It's not really challenging my gaming skills.
Okay.
To be honest, no.
Never mind. It would challenge my gaming skills. Okay, fine. Then forget everything I just said.
I feel
The piano works! Oh my gosh, play a song. Chopsticks. Yay! That is so cool.
I can't play piano. But anyway, guys and gals.
It actually is playing the notes that you're standing on. It's going up and down the scale. Okay, continue.
Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Hopefully we have some happy episodes coming in this game. Or not. But God bless, happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See ya!